Hello, welcome to my channel. I am the Fingernail Reviewer, and today we're going to be doing some unboxing. So I ordered a bunch of things from Amazon that I felt like I needed around the house, especially some things for the ladies. If you have nails, sometimes it can be hard to perform certain tasks. So because I do cut up a lot of fruit and I do a lot of juicing, I thought it would be good to have a couple of tools that could help with that. So first, we're going to start with this wonderful, juicy, beautiful pineapple. Let me show that to you guys. So what we're going to do is we are going to core this pineapple. And for that, I bought this pineapple core from Amazon. It's really affordable. And they have a wonderful set of instructions on the side of the box that will show you how to use this tool. So let's unbox this and let's see what we get on the inside. So let's go ahead and open this box. So first, it looks like it's going to come with the handle for the core. So we're going to sit that down because we'll be using that. And then once you get the pineapple slices out of the pineapple, it looks like it comes with a slicer so that you can slice the pineapple into individual pieces. So this is pretty cool. And then we're going to have the main part of the core, which this will allow us to really get down inside of that pineapple and be able to pull all the juicy insides out. And as you guys can see all the jagged edges on this core, which is what will allow us to be able to kind of crank this down inside the pineapple, almost like we are screwing a nail in a wall. And it's very easy to put together, which I like as well. So all we do is we're gonna line up the knobs with the holes that are inside of the core. And once you do that, you just sit it on top and you're gonna press on both sides to push those knobs in so you can push this down into the core, and then you're gonna snap those in place. And you can see here where now you see those knobs are snapped through those holes. Plus, you heard the snap. So we know that it's nice and secure and it's in there and we can begin. And this is, like I said, it's so quick and easy to put together. It's also quick to clean. So once you're done, you pop this out. You can run this under some hot water, take it apart, put it right back in the box. So let's get started. So I'm gonna lay this down for 1 second and we're gonna turn our pineapple upward. And the good thing is for these pineapples, they are pretty sturdy when you turn them upward, so we don't have to worry about this slipping out, cutting you, or anything like that. Now, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and try to center the core as much as you can in the middle of the pineapple, and you want to apply a little pressure to get that snug. And here's what that looks like once that is in there. And then you simply rotate. So we're just going to start rotating. You see how easy that is going in there? I'm barely rotating, barely applying any pressure to it. You can even start to see as I'm rotating those slices that are getting cut up, you can start to see that beautiful circular motion of those slices and how they're going to come out. So you're just going to keep twisting, and as you're twisting, you're going to feel the core going down inside that pineapple. And once you're down to the bottom of the pineapple, you'll start to feel some resistance in the core to let you know you're at the bottom. And you see how I'm trying to turn it and it's not as easy. That kind of lets me know I'm at the bottom, lets me know where to stop. And I don't know if this is caught on camera, but you see all those juices that are coming out at the bottom of that pineapple? You see that dripping? That also lets me know that I'm close to the bottom and all those wonderful juices are being unlocked. Then what you want to do, and this will require a little bit of a grip, what you want to do is grab this handle. You want to turn the pineapple at an angle, and you're just simply going to pull that out. Oh yeah, look at that. You have your whole pineapple attached to the core and everything is just dripping and it's all juicy. Now, usually what I do is I'll take a knife and I'll cut it down the center here to release the pineapple from the core, and then I'll cut up my slices after that. But you could take the knob off, turn this upside down very carefully because there are ridges on the bottom of this. And you can slide the pineapple off and then cut it up, potentially using this slicer to cut it up into slices. But this is how this core works. It's so cool and so easy. So now we're gonna set that to the side because we have some other stuff that we wanna unbox. And then I'll show you what that pineapple looks on the inside. Once you get that core out, you see all those wonderful juices spilling out. Ideally, we'll have a cup to catch that if you want to catch some of that good, rich pineapple juice. But here's what that looks like and how easy that is. I hope you guys will buy this core and I hope you enjoy. So next, because again, I juice a lot, we're going to work with this watermelon. I will tell you, for me, the watermelon is probably the hardest fruit to cut because the rind is so dense. And so usually I would cut this up into 4s and then get that off the rind and then cut that up. And of course you save the rind because there's so much watermelon left on the rind. Good summer day, take that rind, put a little salt or whatever you like and eat that watermelon off the rind. At least that's what we did when we were younger. You eat that watermelon off that rind. So what I bought for that is this handy dandy watermelon tool. It's a slicer. So basically what it's going to do, and it's showing you on the box what it does. You're going to take that slicer and you're going to center it on top of that watermelon and you're going to apply some pressure and it's going to cut it into these even slices for you. Again, this is a tool that I use regularly. Having nails, it's difficult to cut up fruit, especially fruit with rinds, and you don't want to cut yourself. So let's unbox this and see what we get inside. So we're going to take that off. And so this is what that looks like once you take that out of the box. So you will see that it has these even slices so that you have the ability to end up with these beautiful even slices once you put a little pressure and cut that watermelon up. It also has these handles, which are pretty good because it allows you to get a really good grip. So again, it doesn't slip and we don't want anyone getting hurt or anyone getting cut by that. So we're gonna go ahead and try this out. Also, this is all that came in that box. There's no other tools or anything in that box. So all you're gonna get is this. So let's go ahead and use this bad boy and see what wonderful slices that we get. So I'm gonna go ahead and place this in the center of the watermelon as much as I can. And then I'm gonna firmly grab these handles and I kind of want my palms to be up so that I can apply that pressure versus holding it like this. I want to be able to push down. So I'm going to center that and then I'm going to start applying pressure. And at the same time that I'm applying pressure, I'm going to wiggle it a little bit, as you guys can see from side to side. Oh yeah, this bad boy requires a little pressure, y'all. You got to do a little elbow room. I'm going to recenter that because I'm moving it around. But you guys can see how that is cutting through that watermelon. Look at how beautiful that ends up. It is so beautiful and it's gonna slice everything for you. Let's see if I can get that. Oh, look at how that opens up. Isn't that beautiful? And then you also have, the same as the pineapple, you have this little core piece out of the middle, and we're gonna give that a little taste test. Let's see what that tastes like. This is Fingernail Reviewer approved. It's so juicy and so good. And I believe I got this watermelon from Walmart. And I like the smaller ones because sometimes the bigger ones you may end up with more fruit than you need. So look at that. Isn't this such a cool picture? And then you can just take these out as needed. We're probably going to cut that into some even slices. Or you can keep it like this. Just eat it off the rind. So all in all, I think this is a great product. If I had to rate this on how handy dandy this is, I'd probably give it a, let's say a 8 8.5. I think it's really, really cool. If you have a bigger watermelon, you're probably gonna need like a lot more pressure in order to get that cut, because you can see how much pressure I had to apply. And this is a smaller watermelon. So a larger one probably would need a little bit more pressure. And then we can just poke that through to get that out of there. Again, little hot water under the sink, clean this right off, and you'll be ready for your next adventure. Now the box says that you can use this with pineapples and any kind of melon. So if you wanted cantaloupe or something like that, you could easily use this, but this is a terrific tool. And we'll have links below for all of the things that I'm unboxing today. So we're gonna sit that to the side, and I'm gonna hand this off. You guys give me 1 second. To my wonderful cameraman who's helping me today. So next, let's see what else we have in the box. So next we're going to look at, so this is a waist trainer that I bought. And a lot of times I'll buy these for more for back support than I would say for the waist training part of it. But I have bought from this company before, and I think I need some, scissors to get that out of there. But I have bought from this company before. It's called, well, I don't want to mispronounce it. You guys can see the name of it. Oh, thank you. What would I do without my cameraman today, y'all? So let's get this cut open so we can see what this looks like. So here is what it looks like once you get that out of the pack. And I like this because of the boning that is in here. It's gonna help keep you nice and compact and cinched. I also like the fact that not only do you have this zipper, you also have the clips on the inside, and you can do it on the first, the second, or the third rung, depending on how tight that you want this to be or how tight you can tolerate it to be, because we know we stuff ourselves in these sometimes. So I like this one. The one thing about it though is it's difficult to wear, like if you're outside and it's hot or something, because it is going to generate a lot of sweat just because of the material and the extra insulation that's on the inside. So I recommend that you think about that before you throw one of these on. But if you want a really good waist cincher, or again, if you're using this just for a little bit of added back support, this brand is really good. It's really affordable, and I've probably ordered 2 or 3 from these guys before. So I really like this one. These are really, really good. Next, what we have in the box, and last. So I was looking for some affordable fragrance, and I didn't want anything heavy like a heavy perfume. I was hoping to look for something that is light, and that you can kind of wear year round, because we know heavier perfumes we usually wear in the fall, and we want something light and floral in the summer. So I researched on Amazon like the best fragrances that are cost efficient, and this brand here had the most stars and the most purchases. So I figured I'd try it just to see how this smells, and hopefully we like it. Now I'm getting some fragrance from these wonderful fruits over here. So we're gonna hope that can cancel out with these beautiful fragrances. Once you open the box, this is what you get. So there's 4 fragrances in here: Rosé, Glam, Date, and Señorita. So let's see how they smell. Let's take these out. So this is Rosé, which is a nice blush pink. So I'm assuming it's not gonna be too heavy. Okay, let's see. Oh, smells good. Surprisingly, this does smell like a heavier perfume. So, but I think if you like something that is like a more of a perfumey smell, but fragrant, this definitely smells really, really good. Let's look at Glam Woman. Let's see how Glam Woman smells. And we're gonna spray this on the other arm so that doesn't mix. Oh. This kind of smells like your favorite candle from Bath and Body Works, to be honest with you. It's very fragrant. It's not as heavy as this one. So it's pretty good. Yeah, definitely smells like a Bath and Body Works candle to me, kind of like if it were a cucumber melon or something like that. So it's not too bad. And then let's smell date. I'm gonna spray this on the back of my hand so those don't mix. Let's see. This one sprayed out kind of heavy. Date kind of has more of a, if you were to mix like perfume with a male cologne, it kind of has like a rich kind of smell to it. I like it. It's not bad. It probably wouldn't be my favorite out of these three so far. But yeah, if you think about like a floral perfume kind of mixed with a lighter scented male cologne, that's kind of what this tastes like. Smells like. I say taste because taste and smell are intertwined. So now everything is tasting to me at this point. And then we have Senorita. Look at this. Isn't this the cutest little container? And the ombre that it's doing just makes me think of a really pretty ombre pink nail for the summer. Let's see, and we're gonna spray this on the opposite hand. Let's see what this smells like. Oh, that smells good. I think this one is similar to this one where it kind of smells a little bit more like perfume mixed with a little bit of cologne. Where you still get the floral, but you kind of get the hints of a more masculine smell at the end, if that makes sense. But I also think that this would be a good fragrance as well. Now it looks kind of beachy, like you could wear it in the beach or the summer, but it smells a little bit heavier, like a fall perfume. I would suggest these two are more summer and these two are a little heavier, more for a fall kind of perfume. But either way, I would highly recommend these perfumes. They smell very, very good. I think they're advertised as a natural spray vaporizer. So they're not actually advertised as more of a perfume. But all in all, they smell very good. So out of all the products that we've unboxed today, I think all of them are good for their various reasons, of course. So if you're interested, again, all of the links to these products will be in the description box. And until next time, stay shopping, my friends. The Fingernail Reviewer signing out. Bye, y'all.